USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
Tropical storm Barry expected to dump as much as 2 feet of rain in the Mississippi Valley today, as that slow-moving storm is losing strength and will likely be downgraded before the day is over to a tropical depression. Yesterday, Governor John Bel Edwards told reporters President Trump had reached out to him earlier in the day.
He asked me to tell the people of Louisiana that he said hello and that he's certainly pulling for us and he's working to ensure that we get the assistance we need.
Residents near rivers in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas, and in low-lying areas of those states are being told to be ready to evacuate. The lights are back on in Manhattan after a power outage over a big section of downtown New York City last night affected over 75,000 people, lasting for several hours. A transformer explosion reportedly to blame. And this is USA Radio News. Federal immigration officials expected to start rounding up about 2,000 illegal immigrants today in raids across the nation. Immigration and Customs Enforcement will reportedly target about 10 cities, including Chicago, where Mayor Lori Lightfoot says they won't get any help from the city or its police force.
I hope that the president, and somewhere his conscience is pricked, and he realizes that dangling this sword over people's head is causing great harm and trauma to entire communities.
ICE says they'll be targeting immigrants who have final deportation orders already or are accused of crimes. Immigrant advocates say they're concerned that any immigrant in the nation illegally will get swept up in the raids today. At least one American among 26 people killed by terrorists who opened fire in a hotel in a southern port city of Somalia. It took security forces 11 hours to end that attack. And this is USA Radio News. A one-time Mets and Yankees superstar arrested on drug possession charges. Here's more from USA Radio's John Hunt.
Former New York Mets pitcher Dwight Gooden, who has struggled with substance abuse for years, was arrested for alleged cocaine possession in New Jersey. The famed pitcher was picked up by police in the Homedale Township of New Jersey, about 55 miles south of where Gooden burst onto the scene in 1984 and won National League Rookie of the Year. He was pulled over by police who found 2 small baggies containing cocaine, according to a criminal complaint written by Police Sergeant Michael Moore and filed by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. Gooden was charged with third-degree possession of a controlled dangerous substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving under the influence. He faces a maximum of 5 years behind bars if convicted.
Meanwhile, Hall of Fame pitcher Bob Gibson's being treated for pancreatic cancer. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch says Gibson sent a letter to living Hall of Famers saying that he's being treated for the disease. The 84-year-old St. Louis Cardinals legend was a 9-time All-Star. And nominations will be announced this Tuesday for the Emmy Awards. The final season of Game of Thrones is expected to score several nominations. Other HBO shows likely to get noms are Veep and Sharp Objects. The Emmys will be handed out on September 22nd. Remember to visit our newly redesigned web presence at usaradio.com. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.